because I might feel the black and white. I am sitting here in the space preparing for my session with the Young Hudson. Like Vinyl Bar, collab, music. We're gonna be specific about the kind, desires. The specificity is changing. I'm here in the space. I'm trying not to give all my business out because my mother, she kind of paranoid about y'all and what you know and how crazy people are, and you are crazy. Anyway, we are. Ooh, yeah, I would love that amount. That is not what I'm being commissioned to do right now. What's going on? Live and direct from the city of Chicago, Fathom DJ. Adding a little interest to the channel because it is the season to do that. Typically, sunshine or wine. Typically, the winter months. Hi, Mark Foster. Can you hear me okay? Typically, the winter months are a time when you want to bone up Sunshine Rewind and Fathom DJ vinyl. Yay. Typically, the winter months would be the time when you bone up on your content so that people have downtime, especially around the holidays. You might want to bone up on your video content and your content overall if you are looking for commerce. You know what commerce is. But in general, if you're marketing whatever you're marketing, you probably want to go live on occasion and add some kind of content to your narrative. And that is what I am doing. Oh, did I do this right? Everything's there. So now I have to go here. I am always doing business. Why is it not letting me do what I want to do? Like find a bar, add. No, that's not it. I am doing invoicing right now. Um, and sometimes if you don't do it enough, if you don't practice, then you don't remember. And I'm in that space right now. Um, but we just got finished with the Twitch session. I want to make sure you know about this stuff. We just got finished with the Twitch session. Sunday's Tastings is a music experience that's virtual here on the good Twitch. And I do that. I'm starting to get a little more consistent about doing that in the mornings on Sunday mornings again. I'm not doing it at 9 o'clock, but somewhere between 9 and 10:30, I typically go live on Twitch, and it's music driven. There will be DJ sets intermittently on Twitch, and then of course on Sunday nights after my session with the young Hudson, the DJ sessions that I have with him, then I go live on YouTube, which is the platform we're currently on. Those sessions are called an us conversation. It gets spicy. I just want you to know. And us conversation is really rooted in the ideology of Africans at large. It's definitely Black conversation about Black things. It is not exclusive to Black people. It is most certainly about topics that are semi random. Tuesday, I'm doing a tasting with Ajebu Catering and Copan. It's a podcast that we're going to put under the guise of an us conversation. We're inviting one person over to my space to join us to dine, which means that Ajebu Catering is going to be curating a food. We're going to sit and eat and we're going to sip a small sip of Copan vodka and talk about a plethora of topics while we dine. That is supposed to happen on Tuesday around the hour of 4-ish. I'm just giving you the math so you know it. But Sunday evenings is also going to be live. So there's at least 2 live sessions that are going to happen here on the good YouTube that are content, food, and those types of things and topics. Um, I can't say that I'm veering away from playing music here, but I'm doing that very sparingly because I want to make sure that I don't offend the foundation of the YouTube. And if you get too many copyright infringements and play too much music, then you get booted off the app. And of course, this happens on Instagram and Facebook as well. If you're playing house music, you don't have those problems, especially if it's underground house music. Because I veer and play other things, because I have a whole eclectic taste of music, it occasionally gets me smacked, and I'm trying not to get smacked. So, music sessions happen on Twitch, podcasts and other conversations of a plethora of content and subject matters will happen here on YouTube. I'm trying. It's a lot of work, but I do have the skill and I do have the some of the equipment to be able to pull off these sessions. Um, and I'm just running through right now because our uh, us conversation that's supposed to happen this evening here on the good YouTube has a few topics that we need to discuss. Some of them I'm proud of, some of them I'm concerned about. What you need to know immediately is that there was $44 billion spent in this country on the internet for Cyber Week. If your mouth is dropping, it's probably because we are being told that this country doesn't make that much money right now and there's a recession. But somebody, including a bunch of us, spent $44 billion in cyberdom. This is exciting for people who have commerce driven platforms. If you marketed and did all the things, I did not effectively enough market all the things to be able to garner the interest that creates the economics, but I'm definitely going to be far. Last year I was on point, but I did have products. I always have products. I have music on the market that you can download and purchase off of Bandcamp. I have art that is purchasable and acquirable for shipping. I have t-shirts on the market, but I'm not sure if I'm doing a good enough job drumming up that traffic, and there is a particular way to do that. That's not like buy my t-shirt like you saw on Facebook. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Direct sales like that. And then of course, uh I'm trying not to spam the fuck out of y'all. So when we have these conversations, all of this stuff has to be organized. It's a lot, but it's business. And that's the truth about the businesses that I partake in. There you have it. Whoever the lurker is, we appreciate you tuning in. It's Fathom DJ. I'm just doing the good work for my business endeavors, like listening, Sunday's tastings, grab the timers. I'm just looking at my stream bot timer. Is a lot of components. You may not know all of this. Hi, people. I'm giving you the precursor for all of my endeavors. Internet activity timer. Thank you for joining. This is a radio formatted experience of Sunday's tastings. I need to create these for an us conversation. It's a lot. But I love some of the work. I'm gonna put that here. Oh, when you're doing all the things and you forget that you're doing some of the things, you have to be really. I just literally jacked that up. Careful. Q&A. It looks like somebody was sending something. You know I'm busy. I like to stay busy because it keeps me from getting down. When my mind is curious and occupied, I get all the things that I need to do in life. When I'm not, then I go down and the energy might not be that palatable. So if I stay up and creative, then we don't have that challenge. And that is the goal, is to stay up and creative so we don't have that challenge. Anyway, it is 2:33 and I must go so that I can get myself further prepared for the Young Hudson. Having said that, if you're interested, we will be live here again. It is winter. It is a good time, most certainly, to create um, and keep the community safe until, oh Lord, until we can get together in the real world. For those of you who aren't traveling, 2026 is going to be the year of the offline renaissance. And they're saying it's the year of offline renaissance. That's why we need to do the work now so we can make sure that you know what we're doing so that when you go offline, you have places to go. Either that's going to happen or you're going to get back to text messaging or at least calling people to find out the information. I am drinking sour sop and water. I'm not that excited about my water because it's not alkaline, but it's just a matter of time before I get the sources to be able to get the alkaline back from the water, at least. Anyway, it's great talking to you. Hopefully, you'll join us this evening for a nice conversation if you're so interested. And if you're not, you have other portals to be able to get the information that you require. And I am out.